The difference between this place, the training here, and the training at other places I've been to is literally like it's night and day. You know, not to knock the other places. I mean, a lot of them meant well, sort of thing. It's just the fact that I don't know how else to say it, but they missed the boat, you know, sort of thing. That's just really what it comes down to, sort of thing. It is literally like so simple, but it's one of those things where until you're here, actually taking the classes and going through it, you wouldn't know what you're missing. So that old saying, like, if you didn't know, you didn't know. How would you know to ask? You know, it's kind of like that with this sort of thing, and it's absolutely like mind blowing. And I have had I've done it all, you know, before this. You know, I absolutely did. You know, and I have to be humbled. You know, I do. So. I only use this technique for my auditions or whatever, and only just because it works, right? You know, I need it to work. That's how I have to make a living. So, you know, I'm not gonna play around, you know, with my livelihood, and that's all I use. And so, when I get a role, I just then apply the techniques that I learned here for my audition, and I go to the auditions and blow them out of the water every time. You know, and have fun at it, though. I have a blast, you know. That's the difference, too. I'm probably like one of the few guys there having fun, you know, and not sweating it, sort of thing, and just raking in the roles. But then the last couple months, I've had 3 auditions for feature films. I've already booked one of them, shot it. I got callbacks on the other 2, and I just got done with another callback today, or excuse me, yesterday. For one of them, and where they were laughing and asking me how do I do that? They're asking me, like, how do you keep doing that stuff, you know, sort of a thing. I don't know, like, just go here and they'll tell you. Yeah, and it's truth. That's honest God truth. Auditions before this technique were so wrenching. Sometimes you just would get so like, and this is a common trait with actors out here, is that you get so sick that sometimes you don't even go to them. You just, like, you find an excuse not to. You know, there's a lot of actors, and they'll know, the guys that hear this, we've all done that sort of thing, you know. And it was so hard. You know, it wasn't that I didn't want to. It's just didn't know what I was really truly supposed to be giving these guys, and there was so much stuff I had been told that is so not true, you know, and that's what makes it difficult. It's not that it's hard, it's just that I just didn't know. Even with all that other training that I'd had, wasn't even close. You're able to, in an instant, and a lot of times you're only going to have a couple minutes before you walk into that room. They might change the lines on you and say, here, we're going to read these now instead of what you prepared for, you know. And I'll see other actors just go white, you know, because they work so hard on this, or they'll ask you to read a different character, and you're like, no, I performed this character, you know. But with this technique, it's just like, okay, whatever, and I'll be able to then, within minutes, pull out what they need for the character and deliver what they're asking for every time. It's not that I like something special or anything like that. It's just applying these techniques. Anybody can do that. I mean, really, that's what's so great about it. It's just, if you're listening to me right now, you can do this. It's that simple. When I was doing this feature film, I was playing this incredibly intricate priest-type guy with big, long monologue, like literally page monologues. And they actually, on set that morning, I got to set, and they started setting up, and they said, oh, by the way, here's your new lines that I'd never had before. And it was 3 pages of just me. 3 pages of just me. And we're going to go in about 15 minutes. That sort of a thing. And thank God that I had this technique, because I would have just been like, there would have been no way. And everybody's there staring at you, hoping that you're going to just make this great because we're all here, you know. And so they pretty much just put all this on my shoulders. And hoped that I could deliver. And I mean, it wasn't just some simple like, hey, pass the salt type of lines. It was just these big giant, like a priest giving a big giant monologue with the crazy words. And thank God I had this technique and to do it. I don't know how else to say it other than thank you. The scene came out phenomenal, and just, it was funny. It was afterwards, the guys were just like, that was just the most amazing scene that was, you know, they always say nice stuff about you, which is nice, but it was, I really knew that I did the scene well, because the character was kind of a really scary character, that the girls on set, some of the girls on set were scared of me afterwards, right? They're still like, that was just, I'm not so, you know, like, they weren't sure if they could still come by me or whatever, you know, and what have you. So then you know you got them when you're really putting effect right there to the people on the set. So I got it, nailed it. When I first started doing it, it was fun, and I would just, you know, like kids, you know, you just play Army in the back or whatever you're going to do, and it was just the most fun you'd ever had, right? And it's back to that again, if that makes sense. You know, when you just can picture yourself when you're just playing with your best friends, like for me, out in the woods, and we would play Army or whatever it was, we'd come up with these greatest characters, some of the greatest storylines I've ever seen still, I remember from back then. And now I've gotten that playfulness back, where that's just really, I lost all of that, you know. And it wasn't just me that lost that. That's common denominator with my fellow actors, you know, throughout the world. That they all know what I'm talking about, where that, you know, you don't feel like you can just, I feel like I can just say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do, just be that character that I want to be, and just get to be him and just have fun doing it. So to me now, I'm just like, I'll never lose that again, and I'll be able to just do this. How great is that? You can just play for the rest of your life. You know that you're going to get to play for the rest of your life. That's pretty cool.